Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for this edition of YBMcast. We have a special today, Player Spotlight, with a young man from Staley High School, Brody Irlbeck. Brody, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. He's joining us on the Prime Sports Midwest Call Link, and we got a chance to see you pitch last year against Liberty North.
Yes, that was a good game.
You pitched very well. I think you only gave up 3 hits and complete game shutout, right?
Yeah, and I had an RBI, so I basically won the game by myself.
I love that. Yes, you did, young man. That was, and you were at their house. Talk to me about, that kind of mindset going into a game like that with guys that you had to face in that lineup.
Well, I knew it was going to be a tough game. I just had to execute every pitch, lock in. I pitched there when I was a freshman, and I got the chance to face Trey then. So I kind of just knew that if I was there and I executed every pitch, I was going to be just fine.
Yes, you were. And it was a fun game to watch. I hadn't seen you play before. I'd known of you, but it was a lot of fun. You did a great job. Let's start. We're going to back up, though. We're going to go in the Wayback Machine a little bit. Always like to do this with Player Spotlights. Here you are, a senior. Last year of high school, getting ready to move on to the next level. Talk to us a little bit about your youth baseball experience. Starting with, element. When did you start playing ball? How old were you?
I think I started when I was like 3. At the time, I was probably playing like 4 different sports: baseball, football, soccer, basketball. So I was just doing a little bit of everything. And then as the years went on...
Wait a minute. You got to tell me. At 3 years old, you were playing all those sports?
Oh, no, just in the youth. Just in the youth, but...
I'm teasing. It was just funny. I'm sorry, man. I couldn't help myself.
Nah, it's all good. That'd be an amazing feat if I was playing 4 sports when I was 3. I'd be a child prodigy, but nah, just in the youth, played as many sports as I could, and then it eventually dwindled down to baseball. I realized I could pursue something in baseball because I was just ahead of everybody, and then now just trying to be one pitch, one hit, just everything better than anybody.
So but evidently you did start playing baseball around 3, just probably knocking around. Did you have older brothers?
No, I'm the oldest in my family. I have 2 little sisters, so I'm the first one. I'm the first for everything.
Yeah. So you're playing kid pitch, or I'm sure you're playing coach pitch or T-ball or whatever the case may be. Was your dad coaching the team?
No, it was actually I think a good friend of my dad. We joined the team and played till kid pitch with that team.
Yeah. Is it just the local league that you guys played in?
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes away. Like that's where we play most of our games. So it was really local, and there was a couple kids that went to Staley who was on that team, and the rest are just all around.
Where is Staley High School for us uneducated folks about that area?
So Staley High School, if you know where Liberty is, it's west of Liberty, but east of North Oak. And if you know where like Zona Rosa is, it's just east of Zona Rosa if you follow 152, and then it's just north, right in the top right corner of the 435 loop.
Okay. Is it that the name of the city isn't Staley, is it? So
No, it's Gladstone. Well, north of Gladstone. It's like Gashland. I think that's what it's called. I have no idea.
Where do you live in particular? I have to, what city?
I just live 7 minutes south of Staley, so it's not that far. I can get to the 435 easily. I can get to 152 easily, and then I could get to 69 easily. Like everything's just right around there.
Well, and I'm just trying to get a perspective of, is it multiple cities or just one particular city that everybody lives in that goes to Staley, or is it surrounded by a group? It's just interesting because you guys are class 6. So, I know Liberty, and then you have Liberty North. That's all Liberty, as far as city. You guys pull from multiple different, townships and stuff that for Staley.
Uh, there's a couple neighborhoods that are a little far, but if you just if you look at a map and you look at 69 highway and 152 highway and 435, like that, just like box, that's
Mm-hmm.
like our district. And
Yeah.
there's a couple neighborhoods that are outside of it, but other than that, it's just like we're like boxed in with highways, and that's Staley's like area.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you. Appreciate the geography lesson. That was good.
Yep.
So you're playing baseball in this in this area with your friends to start with. When did you play club baseball, or did you just play with an independent team, like from 9U up to 14U?
I start like when I went from my youth, like my first team to my next team, or to the next team. I played with like Smithville Storm, so it was kids from Smithville and like Platte County, and like it was like Park Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and then after I went from there, I went to Prodigy, where there's more Staley guys there, and I played with them. So like basically, we've been playing for I think it was like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Prodigy, that's a good group over there. I've known them. I've seen the from as long back as I can remember. They've been rolling around here. Talk to us a little bit about your experience then with your, from 9U up to 14. Who are some of the people that helped you continue to grow as a player, help develop as a player, from 9U to say 14?
Uh, the first person I would think of is my first youth coach. He knew I was a good player. He knew that I knew the game of baseball, and like he told me to go to a different team and just play with better competition because he knew I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember that coach. And then when I moved to Smithville Storm Black, I was just surrounded with good baseball players at the time, so I had to like adapt to that. Um, Really, just the players around me helped me a lot. I forgot to add in I played with an independent team called KC Siege when I was like 12U, 13U. So those were a bunch of local guys too. Just really just everybody around me helped me play good, helped me like just be comfortable. And then that same coach from KC Siege uh, became the coach at Prodigy, or it was our dad coach at Prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been with us since 12U up to now. So really bonded with him, and then his son also plays on the team. So we just know everybody like we're brothers.
So where does his son go to school? You got to play against him in high school?
Yeah, he goes to Park Hill, and he's a senior as well.
Yeah, very good. Very good. The development process going up through 9U, were you pitching? Did it matter? Did it care? Did you think about it, or were you just trying to develop as a baseball player and let things fall where they may?
I definitely was just playing baseball, like no thought of like next level. Just like I was in the present moment playing baseball, throwing, hitting, just having fun. You got to have fun at some point.
Did you guys travel a lot, or were you playing mostly in that KC area?
Yeah, it was mainly KC. We'd go to like Topeka, and then we go to Oklahoma. We'd play in like Omaha. That's about it. Just pretty local, just one state over usually. I mean, and then when we got older, we would go to like Atlanta one time. And that's it. That'd be like the farthest travel.
Yeah. How'd you did Did you ever go up for into Omaha when they were, the tournament around the College World Series?
Yeah, the year that we did, it was 12U, so we played in Council Bluffs,
Hmm.
Iowa, and they're playing there too. We went to a game. I don't remember which team it was. I think it was Arkansas and Florida State, I think, and Florida State won.
Wow,
But we ended up getting we got second in that tournament. Uh, it was just a great tournament overall, and it was just a great like a good vibe because the College World Series is going on, and you could just drive over and go watch a game.
that's cool. That's cool. Now, when it's always those things where you were like, when you're traveling or you're going out, you went to Topeka or Oklahoma. Were you guys swimming all the time and goofing off like that?
For sure, just the team bonding. Of course, you always got a team bond. We'd play this game called Pebble, where you take a bottle cap of a water bottle, you put it under the water, and you try to look for it. And when you see it, you got to try to jump in and grab it. But if you miss it, you have to jump out and look for it again. Like it was so fun because the bottle cap, you would have no idea. Like when someone jumps in and the bottle cap moves around, you would have no idea. Like it'd be on the other side of the pool, and then someone would see it, and then you'd be like, "What?" But we still play it now, actually, uh, when we can. It's a fun game. It's just it's competitive. That's what it is.
There you go. That's the way it works, right? So
Yeah.
you're at Prodigy evidently in your 14U season, and I always think that's one of the more important times as far as you like you said, hey man, 9U through 13U, in my opinion, you should have fun. If you're getting better, great. You got people around you helping you get better. That's a good thing. But snow cones and popcorn, some nachos, it's all good, right?
Yeah.
14U though, you're making that transition. It's the year before you got to go into high school as a freshman. Um, did you take a different mindset? Were you getting a little more serious about it at that time?
Um, Honestly, didn't really think of like the next level when I got there. I just was thinking of high school and learning how to swing with a BB Corp bat. But there's definitely like I don't think I thought about like college or anything. I mean,
No,
I
that's not what
was
I'm talking about. I wasn't
oh
thinking about college. I'm thinking about, you're 14, you're getting ready to go into high school. Are you thinking, you're that's the year before your freshman year? Are you getting more serious about getting yourself prepared? Were you thinking about preparing for high school baseball?
oh yeah. I really never like I wasn't in the weight room back then, so I was little. I was scrawny, so I was just there to play. Um, just like and to finally play with my teammates that I'll be playing for the next 4 years.
Okay. Very good. So a lot of the guys on that project team were high school guys, Staley high school guys as well.
Yeah, so there was like 3 or 4 when we first went on the team, and then now there's 5.
Very good. Very good. So you finish up that you're going in your freshman year. You said you weren't in the weight room yet. You're kind of scrawny. What'd you think going in? Did you have an opportunity? Did you think there was an opportunity there with Coach Wilson to play on the varsity squad?
I mean, I threw kind of hard. Just a lefty that threw like decently hard. I didn't really think I was going to have a chance because I did basketball that season, and I couldn't go to any like winter workouts, so he didn't see me yet. So I pitched a couple of times on freshman team, and I pitched on JV, and then he realized that I'd be decent, so I went out there and I faced NKC. I threw point 2 of an inning. I got 2 outs. Finished the game off, and then I pitched against Liberty North at Liberty North, and I came in after my other freshman buddy, and we completed the game. We won the game.
Oh wow! So you got some. Do you think that those experiences pitching on varsity did it help you? Did it solidify in your mind? Hey, I can play at this level.
Oh, for sure, yeah. The first time I went out on the mound, varsity game, I had Dylan Grego and Gavin Siegfried catching, and then Dylan Grego at short. I had those two leaders that were there, and they basically just like told me that just be comfortable, act like you've been here before, and just go out and do your thing.
Act like you've been there before. Even if you haven't, you got to, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, as a freshman and then on through, who are some of the players? You just mentioned a couple there, but who are some of the other players, upperclassmen, that had an influence on you as you were going through this process?
I would definitely say all the 24 class were varsity last year. They were all just a big friend group. They all were bonded really well together, and they just had fun. They wanted to win. They wanted to have fun. They could do everything. So I'd just say the whole class of 2024. And then when I was a sophomore, I'd say there's one teammate. His name's John Randall. He went to the same elementary school as me. So he was in. Well, he was 4 years, 3 years ahead of me. So he left elementary school way earlier. But I knew him in elementary school. Then we played baseball together, and he believed in me, and I believed in him, and I pitched good, and he would like give me props.
Gotta love that. Talk to us. It's transition this year. It's first year. Coach Wilson hasn't been there in a while.
Yes.
New head coach. What was that? Last year as a junior, it was Coach Wilson last year. What was that like for you guys? Was that as far as the emotions of things and whatnot?
It was definitely emotional the last game. Seeing him leave, he was crying. He was sad it was over, and then just like that whole like moment leading up to it, like with his son Lucas, it was just like all these years about to go. Um, like it almost went by too fast.
It can do that, right? It can do that. So new head coach this year. What's that been like for you?
It's been good. He knows what he wants, which is a good thing. Like just he wants to make sure everybody does good, everybody develops, everybody like is just like doing their thing and like working on what they need to work on, and just he's very like intensive. So he wants everybody to do good.
Now, did Coach Josenberger, has he been coaching there at the school for a while, or is he coming from another place?
He hasn't been high school coaching. He's been coaching for CE, which is the facility in Platte County. I don't know, somewhere up there.
Hmm. Competitive edge.
So yeah, so he has experience coaching, and then he was with CE, and then his son too. He has experience with Tavian.
Very good. Well, so what so far going through the tryouts and whatnot early on? How's it been going for you guys?
I think it's going pretty good. Everybody that is expected to like be on varsity like showed up and played. Like we just got done with the scrimmage, and I think it went really well. There was like nobody that was like lollygagging. Everybody was hustling and everything. And that's what he preaches.
Hmm.
So it was good that everybody was doing it. And then just like the feel of how he runs practice is different than Wilson, but it works.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, it's interesting to me, when you start your tryouts and the things like this, your first few practices, what is the hardest thing to, um, kind of acclimate to? You've been in the gym all season or all winter. You've been in the cages and things like that. What's the hardest thing to acclimate once you get on the field and start doing all the practices? What's the most difficult piece of that to kind of get yourself going? Is it offense, defense, pitching?
I would 100% say offense because Pitching and defense, you can do those inside. That's easy. But doing like live at bats, you have to schedule those. You have to find a space to do it, and then you have to do it often. And then just live at bats indoors is just way different than live at bats outside. So definitely the offensive part. That one was hard for me.
Interesting. Interesting. That's a good take. I like that. You guys, I think look pretty good this year. What do you think it's going to take to push you into maybe a Final Four?
Just for the non-returning seniors to step up and act like they've been there before and just play with a chip on their shoulder.
I like that. So talk to us a little bit about your goals this year for yourself personally, and then, if you guys set up some team goals.
Short term, like personal goals would just be hitting the ball hard every at bat, executing every pitching, and then just ultimately winning games for the team and not for myself. Like, I don't want to be the guy that's the I in team. I want to be the guy that's me. I'm just a team player. Just be a team player. No matter like if something goes wrong, if I go 0 for 3 or I have the worst day on the mound, still want to be a team player. Helping the people around me like stay positive and just create a good atmosphere to win games. And then a long-term goal is to try to be the Gatorade Player of the Year. It's a long time from now, and I'm pretty sure I can do it. It just would have to take a lot of dedication and a lot of just like intent and just playing good baseball.
That's a good goal. Might as well, right?
Yeah, I've came up short on all-state first team all-state pitcher. I've been honorable mention 2 years. So I'm trying to at least get first team. Hopefully utility, not just pitcher, because I'll be hitting too. So utility, first team all-state, hopefully, and then praying for the Gatorade Player of the Year.
Very good. I like it. I know that's a little bit, long term. The season's ahead of you and things like that. But as your senior year winds down and whatnot, what do you? I don't know if you've had time to think about it, but probably haven't. But I'd like to know, what are some of the things that as the season ends, things that you'll miss about high school baseball.
Definitely just playing with the group of guys. Everybody's going a different way. Everybody's got a different path. So definitely just cherishing the moments playing with my hometown boys. And then just also, I think the best part of playing high school baseball is leaving early from school. Like just that feeling that everybody else is in school while you're out playing baseball. I think it's just a great feeling because like you're like, I'm playing baseball while you guys are in school.
I hadn't thought about that before, but you're correct, right?
Yeah.
You are headed to Iowa. Signed, sealed, delivered,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
The Iowa Hawkeyes. Talk to us first a little bit about the recruiting process. There's been so many different dynamics over the past few years with all the rule changes coming up. There was the COVID year and all the different things. How have those dynamics impacted you in the recruiting process?
It didn't really impact me like at all when they enforced the rule where you can't talk to them till August 1st of your junior year. Because I committed when I was a sophomore.
Okay.
It was like I don't know how long after they changed that rule, but it was pretty like easy. My freshman summer, I was throwing I think I was hitting like 86. like a lefty throwing 86 that's just like projectable. And Iowa reached out. We actually went to a winter camp before that, so they already had my eyes on me a little bit. And then I pitched good, and then they offered me in the summer, and I committed there because I have family there. Both my parents went there, and it's close enough to home, but it's just far enough away.
When you're talking about the process and the recruiting process, who was the guy that reached out, and how has that relationship continued to grow?
Uh, so Tony Loeffler was the guy who posted a Twitter video of me hitting 86 in the summer, and that got some buzz. And a couple schools reached out. Went through that summer, had a couple calls, and then ultimately Iowa reached out. It was Marty Sutherland, the assistant head coach and the recruiting coordinator. He reached
Mhm.
out and had a couple calls with him. I think I had like two or three, and then I committed, or they offered me, and then I committed. Then yeah,
Very good. Now, it's kind of curious. You're going further north. Now, I know Kansas City is probably a little colder even than St. Louis because you guys come down a little bit. Does the cold bother you in that, or is that going to be, going to that even maybe a colder climate?
definitely thought about it. It'd be amazing to go play East Coast, West Coast, and then the South. But I mean, if you're a baseball player, if you're a good baseball player, you can play anywhere. So I mean, I don't think it'll affect me. And if anything, if it's cold up there, I'll just have extra layers.
I like it. There you go. Talk to me about academics. Iowa. What interested you? I know. I'm sure baseball, of course, is always at the forefront. You're one of those guys, but you know we don't play the game forever, right?
Yeah.
So, what does that look like for you academically?
So I'm undecided on what I'm trying to study there. But if I had to choose, like, if I had to like come up with something right now, it'd be something along like the marketing like path, like a media marketer or just like a any kind of like person that would be with a like a sports team. Because I mean, I want to stay around sports for as long as I can, even if I'm not playing.
Hmm.
Just be around it.
Yeah, there you go. I love that. That's good stuff, man. Have you done any kind of media that way through your high school career or anything of that nature?
Yeah, so our high school implemented a pathway program. So there's like four different pathways, and I chose to be in the business leadership and entrepreneurship one. And in eighth grade, we got a presentation about it, and I saw sports marketing is where you like create the graphics, like post about the teams, and then like put in like the record and who they played. So I thought that was cool, and then started off with media marketing, how to like promote stuff, how to like advertise something, and then went into sports marketing and just advertised the sports teams at Staley and um, just did a little bit of everything. And still in that class today. We don't do much, but when we do stuff, it's like graphics, scores, team updates, and all that. So I think I have it down. I think I can do it. So that would probably be what I'm leaning towards for like a major.
That's cool. I love that. So, what do you think about what we do over here?
I think it's cool. I like interviews. Obviously, uh, it's a little nerve wracking to be an interviewee, but I mean, just staying around baseball or just staying around any kind of sports. Like if you guys did any other sports and I got to talk about that, that'd be perfect. I mean, I could
Yeah,
talk about any sport. I mean,
yeah.
I don't. To be honest, I don't watch very many like sports. Like I don't watch baseball. I don't watch as much baseball as you'd think I should.
Well,
But
I wouldn't put that on anybody, but you just don't watch it as much as maybe a fanatic.
yeah, I don't watch it as much as a fanatic, for sure. But I mean, I could talk about baseball. I could talk about any other sport. Yeah, I think just talking about sports in general.
Very good. Well, hey, that's good. If that, I mean, it's definitely a viable opportunity out there, right?
Yeah.
Did you do any of that with you said you did with Staley, you were promoting this and doing, did you do any like put basketball and football, did you do any broadcasting or anything of that nature, or just mostly social media?
Yeah, so had to we had to like work games. So we'd
Hmm.
have to go get like highlights from the game and then we'd interview somebody at the end of the game. So a group of buddies of mine, we went to the boys soccer games, which are soccer is underrated to watch. Um, so we would go to those games after I had cross country in the fall. So we'd go after I was done with cross country, and then we'd get highlights, and then we'd interview somebody at the end, and that'd be our grade. So
That's cool. Very good. Cool beans, man. I like that stuff. Brody, Iowa, you're set. You got a good season. I think your team is in pretty good shape. I think you got a solid opportunity there. It's tough always. Your district's tough. Your conference is tough. You guys, it's Class 6 baseball in Missouri, right?
yeah,
It's pretty good overall. So we're looking forward to it. I appreciate you taking the time today to talk to us. It's very much appreciated.
yeah. Thank you for having me again.
Ah, you bet. Hey, look, folks, if you want to, all you Staley folks, get out and support this team. Watch this young man pitch. It is fun to watch. I was impressed. And if you want to get a look at it, you can go back into the archive here when we're done. You can watch it on demand. All you got to do is look up Staley at Liberty North from last year, and you can watch this young man pitch. It was a good ball game. Appreciate it. Everybody, if you like what we're doing, please, if you like this show, if you like this segment, hit the like button right down there. Share it out with your friends. We appreciate that. If you want to support what we do here at Youth Baseball Midwest, please subscribe. We appreciate that. And then hit the dinger. It's not the regular dinger. It's a dinger. It gets you notifications for upcoming episodes just like this. But hey, it's still good like a home run. That's what we think around here. So we appreciate that very much. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, give the pitchers some advice. Brody?
Just go out there, do your thing. Slow the game down. Don't let it get like too big in your head. Don't think too much. And just do what you do best.
I like it. That's good advice right there. All you hitters, hit them where they ain't. We'll see y'all next time.